Hey, I'm building up a backlog of videos from my vacation, so I figured why don't I go back to closers for a bit. As you saw in my other video, they both implemented the renovation update, which has the leveling curve from the Wild Hunter. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but when they added those characters, they changed the leveling. They added that and a bunch of other stuff, a lot of the balance changes as well. Also, Harpy is going to drop. She will have been out for at least 4 or 5 days by the time you see this, depending on what order I upload these in. So I'll try to upload some footage of her as well. It's kind of unfortunate Harpy's coming out at the time she is, because I could probably get her to the cap in like a day or something. All this junk that I have. Anyway, I'm going to save all that for after maintenance. So I'll do a couple maps with Yuri. I figured since I already have Jay and Harpy at Special Agent on the Korean version, I might as well focus on this character because she's actually going to be getting Special Agent today. Her moveset's pretty fun. I don't really care for the character that much, but she definitely has a cool moveset, and I actually haven't explored all of it, so kind of fun to mess around with it for a bit. I'm not really sure what's going on in the Korean version. I haven't been keeping track of it. I know there's supposed to be a new class soon, which I might check out. I still don't like the endgame of this, but the leveling's fun. It's fun to just play sometimes, and now it doesn't take so long to level up, so that helps quite a bit. There hasn't been anything else interesting going on in the other action MMOs that I used to play. This is like the only MMO that has something interesting going on right now. And with the renovation update, the improved experience curve, and Harpy dropping. DFO hasn't had anything interesting going on. They do have that new Golden Goblin event, which I'll try to play when I get back from vacation. And then there's going to be the Agent soon, hopefully. I'm pretty excited to play as him, but other than that, I have like no interest in that game right now. And PSO 2 just hasn't had anything I've cared about at the moment either. Kinda sad, really. I wish someone would come out with a game like this where the enemies, like, or the bosses, like, actually staggered. It's always been my biggest problem with these games, is once you get to the end, it's not even about, like, chaining things together anymore, or even avoiding attacks in some cases. Mostly just doing a gimmick and waiting for a damage phase, which has just never really interested me. I like when I can actually use most of my moveset. And I guess that's one of the hardest things to balance, especially when you're trying to make content for like 4 players. I guess it's a lot, in their defense, it's a lot more difficult to design fulfilling content like that. I remember when the Rogue came out on DFO, and back then she was way more aerial focused than she is now. Her launch strength and her attacks was really high, and a lot of people didn't like that. You know, they couldn't feasibly attack the enemies because she would juggle them so high into the air. So they nerfed the launch strength. Now, I guess you have to put that into consideration. It's like if they did make it so that they staggered more often, it would probably only have to be in like single player only or something. I think that would be an interesting way to balance the end game content in games like this. If you had like a single player mode where they did stagger, but they you know, they reacted normally in multiplayer mode. I think that would be kind of cool, but I haven't really seen anybody try to balance things that way. I gotta get rid of all this junk. I think this game does a lot right, though. I mean, there's lots of problems with it, but I think the combat feels satisfying. It's just kind of in the end game it does fall apart a little bit. But that's nothing new for games like this. I know KDNF added some like end game dungeon that was so poorly designed that people were like protesting and quitting over it. I don't think this game has done anything of that length or capacity or extremity, so it has that going for it at least. Alright, I'm going to do one more and then end it off, finish up my backlog so I can just finish up my vacation preparations. Need to hit up the dollar store, grab some snacks and water and stuff, deodorant. I wish this stuff was streamlined, having to run around and talk to these people. I wish you could just do it from inside the map. I don't understand why it's designed like that, but even on the Korean version it's the same. Oh, I gotta fight the Bayonetta reject now. Yeah, this is definitely a good stopping point. This is generally when I stop playing these games, when I get here. It's even got the bootleg Bayonetta music too. I don't understand why this game has MP. It's like the most pointless thing. It's not like you can really do anything without it. I don't know why they limit you so much. Kind of feels like TP in Tales games now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Like I said, by the time you see this, I will be on vacation, so I won't be responding or streaming or anything like that. But when I get back, there will probably be another Assault Spy update soon. Maybe a Dynasty Warriors 9 patch. I will be playing this as well, so stay tuned for that content. Peace.